Hi everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm Denise, and today I'm making my way down the down the readings to check into all the adult Trump children besides Tiffany who are involved with of course the Trump crime family. So anyway, I'm looking at how the legal situation, if there's any legal ramifications coming down the line for each one of them. And today it's devoted to Eric. So let me get the camera dropped down and we'll get this going. Okay, so I'm using this deck first to start, the Card Geeks Kipper by Tony Poole. And cards are all shuffled, so I just have to draw them. And as with the other two family members, I'm going to draw 21 cards for Eric Trump and his legal future. Hmm. 17, 18, 19, 20, I think that's 21. Whoa. Court card right at the get-go. Gloomy thoughts. Hope, great water, good outcome. Sad news, so that cancels out the good outcome. Ooh, something with a painful ending. And the living room. Wow. Okay. This marriage. Ooh. Okay, and there he is. He did show up in this one. He came through in his brother's reading yesterday, so that was interesting. And there's Don Jr. Okay, so with the four corners here, we have, wow. Yeah, so we have the prison card, which if it's not outright prison, it's definitely a restriction in your life when that card comes through. You're kind of stuck, you know. This is something, though, that he can't get out of. It's his own self-created prison, and it has to do with court. This has to do with, of course, charges that are coming down on him, and other keywords for this card is the judicial process. And it's right here in his living room, right into his intimate life. His whole family is affected. And it's creating change in his life, headed towards something else that he's working on, and some other older man that will support him. This could be his father. This definitely could be his father. This is the father card. Okay, father and brother, right? So, because I'm going to go here first in this 9-card spread, just because he showed up. But I'll definitely look at, of course, all the others. But so currently, because of this investigation, the expectation card has to do with documents that come in that that has to do with an investigation that could take quite some time. Well, they've been in that. This is behind him, because I read directionally, so these are the cards in front of him. This is his future. This is his past, of course. And he's been under investigation. And this is not only, you know, his partners. I think he might be the vice president of Trump, whatever, you know, Incorporated. He calls himself a philanthropist and an American, a businessman. Yeah, right. Okay. But so he's going to court over that, over his partnership, of course, with his family, with his father. And yeah, it's really affecting him. Even so, okay, so with this 9 cards here, it's really affecting him, and it's especially bothering him because the cause of what's bothering him most has to do with foreign money, foreign donations, foreign funds that have come into the Trump crime family. So this is the cause, and this is the effect. This is what's bringing them into court. So this is separate from, well, not separate from, but a big part of what's going to end up coming through with Cy Vance Jr.'s investigation into the Trump organization. They're going to find evidence of laundered money. So we can't say that there's a good outcome for him because we have the rules and regulations against laundered money, Knights up here, and the rules and regulations against foreign money that go into a campaign account and go into, especially if it's unreported, into into the business. I mean, of course they can have foreign money because, I mean, they have hotels all over the world, but you do need to report things, and that hasn't happened. That's the problem. So he has some control over Don Jr. And they're all in this together. They're, what could have been good fortune is ruined. This is a card of, being tortured with worry and stress. Like I always say, it's just like the 9 of Swords. So, yeah, I mean, what he does have some control over his fortune in the future, but is he going to be looking to get out of Dodge as well? I mean, we've got the Journey card here. That would be the good outcome for him. It's weighing on his mind. He's definitely thinking about it. He's definitely depressed and obsessing over it. This is all, his up in his mind here. If you do like a 9-box, spread for yourself, you can put yourself in the middle, and you can look at, things that you should pay attention to, and then you can look at things that you have control over, and you can read this column as a past and then present and future. If you want to do readings for yourself, that's a way to do it. And you can read the diamond, shaped cards around. So anyway, this is weighing down on him. This is on his mind. He's thinking of leaving. He's thinking of, how do I hold on to the money that I have? He's talking to Don Jr. He's in his own self-created prison where he's just, oh my God, what do I do? He knows he has a serious problem. He's in crisis. Moving forward, he's trying to figure out the rules and regulations around, or he's doing this already, I'm sure, around money, and how does he keep it? How does he hold on to his what wealth he has and his ability to earn in the future? He's thinking about that, and he's feeling that he needs security. Of course, he has a wife and they have children, and she's his wife Laura has worked for Trump for years, so there's that as well. So it's all of them together. It's probably why the marriage card is back here. I think she's in this situation. This would be, their marriage and what she's worried about as well. Yeah. And again, these obsessive thoughts, this painful ending. He's just thinking about this painful ending. What do I do? Sad news, man. I mean, we have sorrow, sad news, his thoughts. We have all these negative cards. And the only control that he does have would be talking to his brother and his father. And they're all talking about, how do we get out of this? How do we get out of here? We're on this journey that comes from the work he did for his father. And, it's exiting the reading. And this change. So in his future, in his legal future, he has change in who he's going to be working for and what he's going to be doing to earn a living. Because all of this up here is weighing down on him. This is the end, the fatal ending to his ability to legally earn money, because he's been doing it illegally for years. I mean, remember, these kids were these adult idiots are the ones that drained a children's cancer foundation. They know how to work the charitable, the Mr. Philanthropy. They know how to work the system, and they've done it. They've been fined, and they keep going on. Well, now they've got themselves in, like my friend over at Freebird Spirit, Debbie, she would say, well, they've got themselves in quite a pickle. He's in a pickle. He's thinking about the pickle he's in and how can he get away. And he's thinking about doing it soon. Doing it soon and changing how to work. Now, his situation is different than Don Jr. If Don, like I said yesterday, if Don Jr. leaves the country, he's gonna, because he had the same card. He had this card too, and I think he had both of these cards as well in his spread. But anyway, if Don Jr. leaves, he can't. I don't think he's going to be able to take his kids because he's divorced. And would Kimberly go with him is the deal too, because I think she has kids, and it didn't look good with them. It looked like breakup time for them. But with Eric, it's different. That they could take their kids and go to another country. But this sad news card hanging over the military person, the rules and regulations, of course the cause has to do with receiving money from foreign sources and this whole pickle they're in. But the effect of all of that will be this fatal ending, this major transformation that will be very painful to get through. This, it's going to be really painful for them. But with this sad news here, and it's weighing down on him, and this night's to him. It's going to be, it's like, woe is me. He's going to feel sorry for himself, and but he is going to have to confront it, and I don't think that he's going to be able to. He's not going to be able to get out of anything. But this looks to me like he's going to be leaving, or he's at least thinking about it. So we'll see on that. Okay. So let me use my other deck here on this one, the deck of character. If you like it, it's you go to the deckofcharacter.com, but you'll be directed to another website because it's out of print. You're gonna have to get it from the UK. Oh goodness, hold on. I've got to change my battery just a second. Okay, so I have these all shuffled already too, but so for Eric. Whoa, that one again. Oh boy. I swear I shuffled them like crazy. Well, not like crazy, in a very grounded way. Almost all the same cards as his brother. Wow. Just in a different order. Yeah, it's like this whole family. Live by the sword, die by the sword, right? Okay, so that's his character reference. Oops, I forgot I already had these shuffled. Well, let's see what tools will be available to him in his future. What tools might he be using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I better do the places first while I have room here. Ew. The demon tongue. Interesting. These are different cards than these are different cards than Don Jr. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, okay. Jeez. Alrighty then. So he's going to devote himself to navigating somewhere far away. Definitely far away. The 4 corners here have to do with his family, his safety, and then his family connection. Well, of course, this would be his family connection to the fire-breathing demon dragon that his dad is, and how he's been farming to bring in gifts to the family all his life. He's been on that treadmill. And now he just has his disgusting, ugly tongue that they all have, you know. Ugh. And some words, I guess, but they're not going to go anywhere. His words don't have any power. They're just like up in the mountains, and you might hear like an echo. It's like, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's the 4 corners. Let's look at this. I feel drawn to this 3 by 3 here. So I think this is the past. I don't know what this disco club is there. Oh, the club, the clan. On another level, the clan of his family. And him thinking about getting out into the universe, just getting away, right? I mean, it's all right here. That narrow tunnel he's going to have to go through, but he's thinking, all this is weighing down on him, and he's thinking, and this bottom row down here, he does have some control over, and he's thinking about, how do I get away? So, my goodness, I mean, I've done so many reads on this family, and it always came down to the kids trying to get away, and maybe even Trump as well. I can't remember with his. I think I thought it was his health that would get him. That's right. Anyway, with Eric, he's been this devoted, idiot, devoted to his father, and his father's been, the master of his life. But now, can he get across this big divide? Without falling straight down into. Like with Don Jr.'s reading, we had all these holes down here that he could fall into. This guy's trying to navigate He's trying to master his life and navigate across this big bridge. And right now he's on a treadmill, just trying to work it with the universe. Oh, what do I do, man? What do I do? And he's gonna do his best to try and get away, to get through this narrow tunnel. But what's coming for him in the future is the Grim Reaper amplified. And these cards, this 4 is right here. I mean, I don't know mountains of what area in what part of the world, but this is, he's thinking, he's thinking big. He's thinking really big about traveling to get through this narrow place. And of course, it would be somewhere across the ocean in a foreign land. But what's coming for him in the future is something painful. I mean, this would be just like the fatality card or the coffin card, fatality in the Kipper deck and the coffin in the Lenormand. Death, endings, painful endings, amplified, no matter what he says, no matter how he tries to do it, and then just kind of maybe he's dumb as a rock, stuck like a rock, the master of rocks up in the mountains. Oh, God. Yeah, he's gone into the universe to master something in his life, but this is where it's going to get him. You know, I don't know. I wouldn't buy his book of poetry if he wrote one. He's going to be talking to rocks in the mountains. Okay, I'm done. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.